Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the monsters of the Midway, the Chicago Bears, and the Detroit Lions. With that, let's head inside the Ford Field in Detroit. We're standing by are the two men who will bring you this one, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Let's go now. 8, read. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check three, check three. Let's go.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Good job. Down.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Get off the field, defense.
Let's go.
2nd down and inches. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Woo! That's what I'm talking about.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
That's how we do it.
Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep it away from the quarterbacks because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
You ready?
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
5.
From the gun, Herbert, and he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Come on, line.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Ready.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check your hot read.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top. Team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me that's the magic number. 20 points scored, give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's
You
coming
get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
They'll set up a throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Parker that time, but it'll be second and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now.
Grace don't travel. Grace don't travel.
Second and 6. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. From 6 yards away, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now he's getting to turn it all loose.
It's a short kick, taking it to 15. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Boom! That's all day.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
It's taken to the 26. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
Not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
60 Pittsburgh. Bang, bang, bang. Rock. Bang, bang.
Back to throw now on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. It was Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, there to knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Snap Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Emery. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Hey, come on out here.
2nd and 1. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a short 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play.
Let's get it.
Ready, go.
He'll drop to throw. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 12-yard touchdown grab as the Bears push further out in front. Point after here coming up. Quarterback throws the fade, and that's one where really the receiver just has to make a play, right?
Brandon, all you're asking your quarterback to do is put it up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it. Let your guy get it and no one else. That makes it a very, very difficult play to defend.
Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think they're going to stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Check 9.
Ready? On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Off the play fake. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run it now, out the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Ready, set. 51. Chopper. Go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On second down, Emery. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
Set. 50. Play. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Protection is certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Strip the ball.
2nd and long. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback when he delivers the ball.
Man up, D. Squeeze. Get in there. Ready.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Going deep here for Parker. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll set up to throw. On the crossing route, complete. It's Lamb.
All day, baby, all day.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Mike's 50. Yeah, let's get 7.
Looking to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. It's hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down, as the Bears push further out in front. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. Still churning. And a very good return, but a penalty marker is down. I'm not sure what this is going to be. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Looking to throw. Herbert. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
A final shot before break. Herbert. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. So we're at halftime. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Got it.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff will spend the entire halftime working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's the ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup right there of 20 yards.
Right there, 54 miles.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
2nd and 5. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins.
On first down, he'll drop the throw. That is caught inside the 5. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. As the Bears push further out in front. You know, the man on our cover, John Madden, so synonymous with these Thanksgiving Day games. He was on TV for these from, I think, 81 to 01, giving out the Turkey Leg Award and turducken he always talked about. Special when you got a guy going off like this. I think he would be a good recipient of the Turkey Leg Award.
Well, he's definitely already worked on that leg. Is it possible he could end up getting the whole turkey?
Yeah, give him a thigh,
or the whole turducken. And it's really great that you mentioned Coach Madden because everyone knows him from this. Everyone knows him from the broadcast booth. Remember, he won a Super Bowl as a head coach in Oakland.
Yep, he did indeed. But right now, we are watching maybe one of those turkey leg performances with his second touchdown there. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
The offensive film set. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way.
They just can't get out of their own way right now. And it's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Fielded at the 33. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone. And now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage. And, again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. On 2nd down now. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now this throw caught left side. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
On the crossing route, complete. That's Lamb. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. He'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
Nice. Whoa. Exit. Haywood. Hey, Mike, 50.
Again, he'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Parker, the intended target, but it'll be second and goal. Line of scrimmage, again, the 4-yard line. Second and goal.
Bravo. Mike, 51.
Second and 4. And this is taken in by Wilson for a Bears touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And now it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. We're on to the fourth here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing after the interception. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe. And the pressure gets to him again.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
Okay,
and Charles,
ready?
we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz? Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Back to throw. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Hurry, hurry.
Come on now, let's go.
A call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears will get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check Alpha. Check curls.
Right there.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Here we go.
Now, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. On 4th down, Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Grace don't travel.
Even. 4th down. Even.
High 7. Let's go. Let's go.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Parker unable to get that one, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2nd and 10. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Got it.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Chicago, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Detroit, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL